everybody. Or should I say happy, sweaty Saturday. We are going to get hot today. It is going to be sweaty. We are doing Tabata. We are, pause, one moment. There seems to be a technical difficulty. All right, so sweaty Saturday. We are going to make it happen. We are doing Tabata today. So the nature of Tabata is sweaty, right? We move fast, we move quick, we take little breaks and then a nice big break, but it is like fast, 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 fast. So we are going to get sweaty and then top that off with today we are doing cardio only Tabatas. So sweat on top of sweat, on top of sweat, on top of sweat, right? And if you're like me and working at a garage and it's, you know, somewhere in the south, then we've already got sweat. Like I'm already like starting to trickle just standing here. So we have got a lot of things happening that are going to make us burn, burn, burn today. But that's good, right? So real quick, what do we need? Very little. Since we're doing cardio, we don't need any weights. All you're going to need is a sturdy chair. So something that can support your weight, keep you safe, and not put you in any sort of precarious position. So don't get like a camping chair or like a kid's play table chair or anything like that. You need a solid chair to support you. And then just your yoga mat, whatever it is that makes you comfy in the floor, because we are going to have a set where we work mostly in the floor or entirely in the floor. So just real quick, what we are going to do, I'm going to keep it short and simple. I just want to explain Tabata if anybody's trying this for the first time. So how we're going to move is we've got 3 15-minute sets. In those 15-minute sets, we are going to work for 40 seconds and then be off for 20. 40, 20, 40, 20, back to back to back to back to back, with no actual long break until we get to the end of the 15 minutes. So at first, right, you're like, oh, that sounds like circuit, actually easier. Circuits, we work for 1 minute, we're off for 20, but we only work about 8 minutes and then we get a nice break. Here, we're working for 15 minutes straight, nothing longer than a 20-second break until we get to the end of that 15 minutes. Then we take a 3-minute break to really collect ourselves. So that's how Tabata is different. It's a longer period of time with no long break, okay? So like I said, it's gonna get hot, it's gonna get sweaty, it's gonna be probably, especially because we're doing cardio, a little more heart rate than you're used to, but don't freak out, don't panic. Just stick with it, just breathe and know your body. You know the difference between I'm working hard but I'm safe and things are not feeling so safe, right? If you start to get lightheaded, dizzy, nauseous, things like that. That's a signal that you need to take a little bit of a break. However, hear me out. Unless you think you're having a true medical emergency, then please assess that and handle how you should. If you just feel like you're getting a little overwhelmed, a little overworked, then just take your break, but don't go sit down or lay down. Keep, gently walking around the house, something like that. Keep moving a little bit because you don't want your heart rate up here and then poof, plummet to the bottom, okay? So as long as you're not having a true medical emergency and you're just feeling overwhelmed, then just calm yourself down, take a few rounds off, recollect yourself, and then join us back when you're ready, okay? All right, so what does this look like? Our first round is what I'm calling warm-up cardio. So it's going to be cardio, but it's nothing that should send you over the edge. We're just warming up. We're moving upper body, lower body together, so that's going to kick up your cardio, but we're not going crazy. We're not going to the peak. So we're going to warm up for 15 minutes of cardio. Then we're going to do what I'm calling crank it cardio. That's going to be our highest level of cardio. That's where we're really going to crank it up, but don't worry, there's modifiable things that we can adjust in there to keep it from not going so crazy if that's not where you want to be. And then we're going to do a core cardio. So we're going to work mostly core, but still in a cardio style fashion. All right? So last couple housekeeping notes and then we'll get started. Of course, modify as needed. I'll show you ways to kick up and take down all of the cardio. Add music if you need it. This is a great time. Cardio music really helps, really helps inspire and get moving. So definitely put some music on. If you have any questions about what we're doing, please leave me a comment on Facebook if you're working out with me live or after the fact. and I'll be happy to get back to you on any of those comments. And the last two things that I always ask, please share, like, subscribe, love, interact, anything you can do to get more people paying attention to these videos, the better. And lastly, if you wish to donate any funds, it is the only payment I receive for these classes. Venmo at Strong Style Fit is where you'll find me. You'll see this logo, you'll know you found me. Anything you can give is greatly appreciated. It is the only payment I receive, so it is sincerely appreciated when you can give. All right, guys, so that being said, I'm gonna grab a drink of water. Make sure you have water close by today. If no other day, make sure today you have water close by. I'm gonna grab a quick drink, check the video, and then we will get started. You don't need your sturdy chair until the second round. So if you don't want to go grab that, or if you have a small workout space, then don't worry about the chair just yet. You need it for the second round. All right, guys, I'll meet you back here in just a sec. All right, guys, we're gonna get started. Looks like we might have some sort of creeper comment. Cool. Anyways, I'll take care of that when we're done. So guys, we are gonna get started with our 15-minute warm-up cardio. Rizzo, why don't you go inside? I wanna make sure I don't kick my producer here. Why don't you go inside, Lord? Go on. Good. All right, guys, so I'm gonna get started. I'll show you the first move, and from there, I'll just show you as we go. So the first move is we're gonna do alternating windmill high knees. So we're gonna windmill our arms, and our knees are gonna come to the outside. So we're gonna windmill over the top, okay? So that's gonna be move one. I'm gonna hit start on the timer. We'll go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, windmill. Now we're warming up, so take it as slow as you need. If you have shoulder issues, you can bring your arms down, come here. Or if this is already getting your cardio kind of high, because we are making big motions here, you can take the arms out completely, or just kind of do it every now and then to get yourself built up, okay? But this is where we are. This is the fullest version. 5 seconds. Boom. All right, guys, so next up is jump rope, but we're not using a real jump rope unless you want to, but I would definitely take out everything in my set and myself if I had a real jump rope. So we're just gonna air jump rope. You guys keep moving during these 20-second breaks. Just a little step touch should be plenty. All right, so jump rope, obviously you can really jump, or you can do kind of that nice little skip, or if any impact is not good for you, then just stay and just kind of pop your heels. Okay, so wherever you need to be, just make sure that you're doing these little arm motions, because this is important. We're moving upper and lower together for all of these warm-up exercises. So super important. It might feel silly to not have a jump rope in your hand, but just pretend it's there. I don't think I've jump roped with a real jump rope in years. All right, guys, so next up, we're gonna do butt kickers with pullbacks. So we'll be here, pulling that heel up towards your butt. But if it doesn't reach, that's okay. That's just where we're sending those heels. All right, so we're pulling back. Like you've got a band and you're pulling back. Squeeze between those shoulder blades. Keep those shoulders low, don't be up here. Keep them low and relaxed. Pull back, pull back. A little bit of self-resistance, as we say. Keeping that knee pointing towards the ground. We're warming up those thighs, those hamstrings. Alright, so next up, we're going to do cross punches with knees. This does take a little bit of coordination. I'm going to go ahead and start showing you. If you can't get it perfect, just get as close as you can. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, knee. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, knee. 1, 2, knee. So we're warming up core, warming up shoulders. Trying to keep the garage cool. We've got the door of the house open, so our little producer girl keeps running in and out. She's trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Good, guys, make sure you're breathing. Super, super important. I know it's that's important, but a lot of times when we work hard or when we work fast, we sort of hold our breath and think, you know, I'll breathe when I get done. So just make sure you keep breathing, okay? Breathe out, watch out, I don't want to kick you. All right, so we got front kick with alternating reach for the toes. Okay? So we're not doing like a kickboxing style kick where we push out. We're just kind of lifting. This is more of a rocket kind of kick, okay? We're reaching for our toes. If you can't touch your toes, who cares? Just reach towards them. I just happen to have really short legs. Touching my toes, not a problem. All right, so we're through round one already. So we're going back to the top. Again, no big break, just that 20 seconds. So we've got those alternating windmill, high knees now. And guys, remember, keep moving in these 20-second breaks. Just a little bit, little step touch, little march, whatever feels good. All right, windmill. Keeping that belly tight. Again, if anything's taking you to a place where you're not comfortable, a quick way to kind of calm the cardio down but keep moving is to take out the upper body and just do lower. Or of course, just slow it down. That's another great option. We are definitely meeting you where you're at today. All right, got the jump rope coming up next. So there's all sorts of options. Even when we get to the second round, the crank it cardio, there's still going to be ways to modify. And in fact, I've already modified them a little bit, just knowing that a lot of us aren't cardio junkies. Jump rope. I'm trying to keep everybody as safe as possible, especially on a hot day. Okay, making sure we're doing these arms. Unless you need to tone it down, keep those arms in. You can change up your feet however you want for your jump rope. Whatever feels good. All right, butt kickers with pullbacks. Whew, and of course today's the day I woke up all allergy-y, so breathing through my nose isn't working so well. We went on a big hike at a local state park yesterday, so we were outside all day. So knew there'd be a price to pay with those allergies. All right, butt kickers, pull backs. So heel to booty, keeping that knee down. We want to be light on our feet, not stomping our feet down into the ground. Keep those steps light. Pulling back with some self-resistance in these pullbacks. All right, the cross punches with the knees. Again, this is the one that takes a little bit of timing and coordination, but who cares? You're working out alone, right? You're at home. Who cares if you're not getting it quite right? If you're punching on 4 instead of 3. Who cares, guys? It's about moving. And it's always the hardest to start. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Rotating through that trunk. We're waking up the spine, waking up the core, shoulders, glutes, everything. Just getting a gentle little wake up. Make sure in the punches, you're leaving a little bit of tension in those, letting out a little bit of tension in the arms. Basically, don't extend your arms fully into lock position, right? Leave a little bit of give in those elbows. All right, we've got that front kick with the toe touch. And again, more of a rock head kick, straight leg lift, not a punch out. 5 seconds, catch your breath. Rizzo, she's so confused. Kick it out. Good. Reach for those toes. But again, it's just a reach. If you don't touch your toes, there's no punishment. I'm not taking your gold star away. Just reach for them. Reach. Good job, guys. Woo! Round 2, done. We've got one more trip through, and then we'll get our nice 3-minute break, and then we're gonna build up to that crank it cardio. And again, don't be scared with any of this. You can adjust it. It is your workout. All right, alternating windmill knees. I'll probably be doing some adjustments. We did a 7-mile hike yesterday, and it was not a flat. We got a little deceived by a trail and ended up on a moderate to strenuous trail in tennis shoes. But we killed it though. I was so impressed with us. But yeah, it was 7 strenuous miles. So my legs are definitely feeling heavy today. Woo! So yeah, every time I pick them up, they're like, whoa, like big lead tree trunks. So I will probably be joining you in some modifications at some point. But again, it's just listen to your body, right? Listen, it tells you what it needs. All right, jump rope. That's what's great. If you really listen to your body and learn to listen to it and learn what it's telling you, it tells you what it needs. Friends, make sure you're keeping those shoulders relaxed. Don't get tensed up. No reason to put extra effort into holding your shoulders up, right? Beautiful. All right. Butt kickers with those pullbacks coming up. Again, keep moving. Just a little gentle movement. Just to make sure we're keeping that simmer on. And we're purposefully making our heart rate go up and down, but we don't want it here, 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 here. A rolling hill, not a mountain. Pull it back. Open that chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Kick that heel to that booty. Picked this cardio workout today, knowing that we'd be doing some hiking yesterday. Not expecting the level that we did, but still knowing that some leg lifting work probably wouldn't be in the cards for me today. All right, guys, last one. Last one, or did I skip one? I feel like I skipped one. No, two more. Cross punches with those knees. All right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't know, I should just start with the knee up. And rotating through that trunk. Keeping a little bit of slack. That's the word I was looking for. A little bit of slack in those elbows. Setting that foot down softly. No stomps, no big thuds. All right, last one this round. Front kick with those toe touches. Whew. Definitely feeling the sweat. But again, it's comfortable. Like I'm breathing heavy, but I can get a few words out. So that's where you want to be. Good. So the level we're at, you want to be able to get about 3-4 words out before you need to take a breath. That's a good place to be. Or honestly, in this round, maybe even a little less intensity than that is okay. But this is about where you want to be. She is cracking me up. Like, she's a very nervous little dog. And she's so funny because like this should drive her crazy. Like, oh my gosh, mom's kicking and thrashing around. And she just sits there. Woo! Warm-up cardio done. So you should have a nice little sweat going. Feel warm, breathy. And then we're gonna move into that crank it cardio. You got plenty of time to catch your breath, 2 minutes, 45 seconds. But don't let this become an opportunity to cool all the way down. I want you to keep the simmer on, or else the warm-up cardio was pointless. When we get to the crank it cardio, if we're cold and cooled off, then we kind of lost the purpose of that first round. So keep moving. If you got really sweaty and breathy and you're kind of where I am, a few words and you have to breathe, then probably just a step touch, some pacing around the house, that should be enough. But if you didn't get that much out of that first round, if you're pretty calm and cool still, then do something a little more active. Walk up and down some stairs, jog a little in place if that's where you need to be. But you want to make sure that you stay on that simmer, okay? Not all the way cool. All right, I'm gonna get some water, check the video, and then get my chair. I have a little folding chair over here, but I'm hoping it's sturdy enough to hold my weight. So go ahead, get your chair ready for you. Make sure you have plenty of space around your chair. Get some water, and again, keep that simmer going. I'll meet you back here in just a bit. Got a minute and a half. Oh, wait. All right, we're back to about a minute. I'm get my chair set up here. I also took the opportunity to block our creeper comment, so that's out of the way. I'll be honest, guys. I'm really surprised it doesn't happen more often. All right, so make sure you guys can see my chair. Yeah, doing what I do, you know, being a woman in physical fitness and jumping around, and, you know, I fully expected that I would get far more creeper comments than I really do. 30 seconds, guys. So our first move is going to be pop-up squats. So we're going to use the chair. Excuse me. We're going to sit back, touch the chair, and then pop up like it's a hot potato. Like it's a hot plate. So sit back, woo, pop up. Woo, hop up, okay? So if the chair is too low for you and you can't squat that low, use the wall. Kind of sit back, touch your butt to the wall, woo. Okay, so just pick something, let your butt pop up against it, hot potato. If you don't want to jump, if you can't jump, that's not in your practice, then come up to heels. But it's about that quick response to whatever it is that you're touching. Again, maybe it's just the wall behind you, an entertainment center, your couch, whatever it is. All right, next up, we've got chair mountain climbers. So we're going to use the chair instead of the floor to do our mountain climbers. This is just going to help us because our heart rate's high. If we come down to the floor, that's a little tricky for our blood pressure. And because I don't know you or know you personally, I'd rather meet you here where we're a little more elevated, but you're welcome to come down to the floor. Mountain climbers, knees drive in. So you can adjust this to whatever rate you need. So you can be here. That's your fastest. Or a little half pace. Or slow it down. Wherever it is, you want to keep your shoulders over your wrist. A lot of times in mountain climbers, we start creeping back. So stay high. Yeah, I know I missed a good bit of that, but I want to make sure I coach you. All right, you can scoot your chair. If you don't have a lot of room, we are going to keep needing it, so don't get rid of it. But I don't have a lot of room to work with, so I'm going to move my chair out of the way for just a moment. We're going to be traveling. We're going to do what's called Heisman's. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, knee. 1, 2, 3, knee. Knee. You can make those 3 as big as you want. So they can be small, or take it wider. Knee. Or can you slow it down? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you got lots of options. Next up. Woo! See, now you're getting like 2 words out. Skiers. I'll show you modifications. The fullest version does involve some jumping. So I'll show you a couple, and then we'll do the modification. All right, so full version, we start to one side of our mat, feet close together, we're bent into a squat, and we jump across. So think like slalom. So you can obviously make these bigger if you want to get more. This is about as big as my jumps can be. Or if you don't want to jump at all, then we just step. Okay. Make sure you're landing in that squat. You're sitting those hips back. All right, chair, back in the game. We're going to do chair modified burpees. Again, if full burpee is great for you, you're super cardio trained, you feel good going down to the floor, knock it out. If you want to do it, you know how to do it, I'm not even going to show you. Chair burpee. We reach to the sky, place our hands, hop our hips back, jump in, jump up. Place our hands, jump back. Or modified no jump, step back, step in, lift your heels. Step back, step in, lift your heels. When you jump back, be mindful of that back. I'm going to show you during the break. When you jump back, don't let those hips drop down like that and then jump in. You want to land strong, jump in. That's a tough one. The faster I move, the more I start to drop my back like that, so I have to be really mindful. All right, pop-up squats. Sit the hips back, pop, pop, hot plate. So you guys can feel the difference in this round, right? A lot more intensity, but still modifiable. Remember, You can just touch your hips back to a wall at your height. As far back as you want to squat. Or don't jump and just heel raise. Got lots of options. Woo. To bring it to your level. Chair mountain climbers. So see, now I've got about 2 words I can get out before I have to breathe. That's where we're looking. So that's up a notch from where we were. All right, chair mountain climbers. Again, making sure our shoulders stay over our wrists. You can also play with the speed. You know, be here, kick it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down the middle. You can mess with it. Or again, just here. That works too. Woo. All right, Heisman's. Oh, sweat is pouring now. I love it. All right, 5 seconds. All right, so remember, we've got the 1, 2, 3 knee. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's what those cross punches with the knees. We're kind of warming you up in the first round for this pattern. And again, you can make your 3 tiny or big or bigger than I have it, or step it. Light on your feet. Woo. All right, skiers, coming up. Catch your breath. Remember, don't panic. If you're here and you're not used to it, but you're okay. You're like, oh, this is just different, but I'm okay. No panics. All right, skiers. Again, these hops can be as big or as little or non-existent. Just make sure when you land, your hips are coming back as you land, so don't land and then squat. It's a fluid movement, and that protects those knees. And again, step. You need to. All right, chair burpees. And again, I'll show you when we start that cue about the back I was giving you before. All right, so we just want to make sure that when we jump back, we land firm, that we don't jump back and do this, okay? Also, you want to keep your head with these and the mountain climbers in line with your spine. So that means that you're not looking down. You're looking slightly ahead. Woo! All right, leave that chair. We've got 2 more chair exercises. Guys, that's 2 rounds done already. I move so fast. I know it's a lot, but it moves really, really quickly. 5 seconds. All right, pop-ups. And make sure you're getting water at any point. You don't have to wait for the 3-minute break at the end. Grab water whenever you need it. 15 seconds. Don't give up, we're under 10. Oh, man, that'll get you. All right, turn around climbers next. Also, it's always good to try to stay in control of that breath. So even if you're still breathy, to not let yourself, try to control it a little bit. All right. Oh, turn mountain climbers. Good. I'm going to challenge myself and go as fast as I can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to mid. Again, staying over those wrists. Don't get back here. Looking out slightly ahead. Woo. All right. We got those Heismans. Coming up. How does that? I don't know why you're out in this heat. You're crazy. You're crazy. You should be inside. All right. 1, 2, 3. Again, we're landing sitting back into that seat. Our knees are light the whole time, even our steps across. Our knees are bent, providing that cushion, that support. Does it make you work a little harder too? Yeah, it does. But it protects those joints. We're under 10. All right, only 2 left, guys. Skiers and the chair burpees. And then we get that sweet, sweet break. All right, skiers, jump. Sitting back, landing softly, or we're stepping. Okay? Or if you're a rock star, jumping doesn't bother you, then you take those jumps as far as you want. Arms coming back, like those ski poles. All right, last one, chair burpees, and we are done. So we're gonna protect that back. We'll have a 3-minute break, and we have our last 15-minute round after that. All right, reach or jump for the sky. Come down, hop or step back, in. That is 3-minute break. We are done with our chair. You can let go. Catch your water. Get misted if you have somebody lovely in your corner. Mist you with some cold water. Oh man. So guys, where we're going next is core cardio. So it's still cardio movement, but focused on core. It will not be as high level cardio Rizzo's getting sprayed. She didn't even care. She was like, okay. So, we're going to be core movements in the floor. So, and I'll be rolling around in water too. It's going to be awesome. So, core movements in the floor. I do have to balance on my hands though. Oh man. Take your break, guys. Get your water. Collect yourself. So, core movements in the floor. Still going to be cardio, just not as high level. So, let yourself calm down a little bit. It's okay. But again, don't come all the way down. Keep on that simmer. Whoa, ice cube. Ice cube for Rizzo. Collect yourself, guys. What do you got? Now, we are going to be coming down to the floor. So, if your heart rate is super high, be mindful of when you come down to the floor. Wait as long as you can. Let yourself calm down and cool off just a little bit before coming down to the floor. Again, I don't know if you have blood pressure issues, anything like that, but I'm going to be the most protective of you as I can. So just keep that in mind. We're going to start with plank jacks. So we're going to be in the floor, in plank, high plank for our first exercise. We've got 30 seconds. I'm going to check over the video real quick. Give me a nice big swig of water and we'll get started. I hope you're simmering down. Again, not going to be cool. I hope you're feeling more in control. Heart rate still high, still very warm, but in control. Come on down to the floor. We've got plank jacks. So you've got several options here. We're going to be in full plank, and you can feet out, feet in. That's your full plank jack. Again, staying over your wrist. We start to creep back a lot of times, or just step out to the sides. Your choice. And you can do it as fast as you want. You can here, or take it slow. Whatever feels right for you. Whew. All right, next up, we've got down dog, knee drives. So we'll be in our plank again. We're going to drive our hips up to the sky, making kind of an upside down V. And as we come down, we pull a knee in, push back. Good, so drive those hips up, pull a knee in, hips up, knee in. If the knee in is too much, then just plank to down dog. If that's too much, just hold plank. Full or modified version. Pull through that core. Your knee may not come up as high as mine. I do a lot of yoga. So don't feel like you're doing it wrong. Your knee's not coming up to your elbow. All right, we've got elbow plank, knee drops. Again, we've got a break, catch your breath. Hi, sweet girl. You've got to be burning up. What you want to get cool? All right, elbow plank. We've got our elbows right underneath our shoulders. Step back. We knee drop. So we're keeping hips low, core tight. We're dropping knees. If both knees are too much, alternate. Or you can slow the pace down. Hold for a while, drop, and then hold for a while. Woo! All right, Russian twist. Oh my goodness. Okay, yummy. All right, Russian twist, guys. So you've got several options here too. Russian twist. We have our legs here. We pull our chest up as high as we can, and we rotate. Now here, if you wanted a weight, you could definitely incorporate a weight. Oh, that's so cold. All right, guys. And then last, we've got flutter kicks. So we're going to come down to our back for flutter kicks. So we lay back into a puddle of water. Get out of my mouth. No más. All right. Oh, shit. Okay, so what we're doing, hands under hips. Extend those legs, and we're flutter kicking, holding low. That belly in, tight. Lower belly, up and in. Flutter, flutter. You can modify by taking it higher. The higher you are, the easier. And the lower you are, the more challenging. This is sort of our working break, so to speak. Not a ton of cardio here. We're letting it chill out just a little bit. All right, guys. We've got our plank jacks next. Hi, Rizzo. All right, guys, so plank jacks. We're up in our full plank. And feet in and out. Again, you can move as fast or as slow as you want to. You can take your jacks as big or as small as you want. Just be careful, again, that you don't start bending in, that you stay strong through that core. Or you step out 1 foot at a time. Lots of options. Woo! All right. Got the down dog knee drivers. Tita, tita, tita. No, we are working so hard today. No. Oh, thank you. I know you love sweaty kisses. All right. So, down dog. So start in plank. And drive our hips up. And as we come down, pull your knee through towards your elbow. Doesn't have to touch. That's a goal, not the rule. This is something I do a lot. So please don't be deceived that you can just knock this out. I hope you can, but don't be dismayed if you're not getting there. All right, elbow plank. Woo. Elbow plank with those knee drops. So see, guys, still plenty of cardio here because we've built ourselves up. If we just walked into the gym and started doing this routine, we'd definitely get great work in and we'd have some sweat, but it wouldn't be to this level that you're probably at right now. We're here because we built up to it. So this is great work, but in itself would likely not turn you into the sweaty, breathy mess. And again, remember, we can alternate, or we can slow the pace down, hold plank for a bit, and then drop knees. You're in control. All right. We've got those Russian twists coming up. So I did not show you the fullest version that you can take a Russian twist. So I'll show you that. But I always hesitate because it is very challenging. Not that you can't do it, but I feel like sometimes the exercise breaks down. So Russian twist, where we were here. We pulled our chest tall. We rotated. Full version would be to come back, bring those feet up, and twist. What happens though is a lot of people go there before they're really strong enough, and they end up hurting their back because they're just kind of dumping into their back. Their core's not really supporting them, and so it turns into more of an injury than an exercise. So I strongly recommend, unless you feel really good in the full version, stay here with heels down. It's still great. And the weight, again, is optional. I just happen to be sitting by my weight rack, so I thought, what the heck, let's grab it. All right, guys, flutter kicks. Sweet leg back. I'm sure I'm probably partially out of the camera, but that's all right. I want you to see lower body. So let's put our hands under our tail to support. Extend our feet, lower belly, up and in, really engage it, and then we flutter. The lower you hold, the more work. If you need less, come up or come way up, wherever you need to be. You can do some down low and then come up high. No rules here. Do what works for you. If you're here and you're like, I don't feel my core, I just feel my hips on fire, then you need to pick your feet up, because that means your core isn't doing the work that your hips are. So you need to lighten the load so your core can kick in. Whew. Look at you laying down like a good girl. All right, guys, that's 2 rounds down. We are gonna get started. Round 3 right now. So we've got plank jacks. High plank, get tall, get set, let's go. Again, making sure those hips are staying high. You open up, I don't want you collapsing down. If you are doing that, then come down and do 1 foot at a time. It takes a lot of core support to keep your belly steady when your feet are out like that. All right, good work. We've got the down dog knee drivers coming up. 10 seconds. Catch your breath for a minute. Pet your pup if she's sitting right here. Let's go. Set that plank up first. Drive your hips up and back. Flatten into your plank. Pull that knee through. Knee comes towards the outside. So again, even if you're not coming all the way up to your elbow, just move your knee in that direction. All right, that's 2 down. We are almost there. We have got the plank, elbow plank, knee drops. Catch your breath, get yourself set. Come on down to that elbow plank. Elbows right underneath those shoulders. Step it back, firm up that core, knee drop. Just like in our plank, you want to push that floor away with your elbows. Don't start sinking down into your shoulders. Push that floor away. Stay steady. Stay firm. Keep those hips low. And again, you can alternate knees if you need to. Alternate here. All right, thank you, Rizzo. All right, last 2, guys. Russian twist, Flutter kicks. All right. Good, thank you, Rizzo. Chest nice and tall. Grab the weight if you're gonna use it. Rotate. If you're feeling pain in your lower back, it means that you're probably sitting too far back and your core isn't holding you. Again, your back is. So just come up taller until you feel the activity in your core and in your side obliques, not your low back. Again, weight totally optional. I just happen to be sitting next to my weight rack. All right, last exercise of this sweaty Saturday. We've got our flutter kicks and we will be done. So lay it on back. Make that little diamond with your hands under your tailbone for support. Legs come out and we flutter. Thank you, Rizzo. And again, maybe you need to be here. Maybe you need to be here. If you are feeling intense burning in the front of your hips, that means your legs are too low, your core's not doing the work, your hip flexors are. Lower belly tight, up and in like you're trying to draw something into your belly. Woo! Ding, ding, ding! Rizzo! We did it! We did it! Thank you. Oh, guys. Oh, come on up. Oh my gosh. There we go. So, guys, thank you so much. If you have if you are having any issues with lightheadedness, especially if you just hopped up from the floor instead of staying down and cooling off a little bit, just have a seat if you feel your heart rate is down low enough. We didn't get insane with the cardio down there, so you're probably okay to sit if you really need to. If not, though, I encourage you to keep moving around, just a little step touch, a little walk around, let yourself cool down naturally instead of just plopping down and with that heart rate, okay? So guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. We don't do a lot of cardio, so it's fun to throw it in every now and then. There's a time and place for it. And if you just work out with me, chances are you never get it. So I like to throw it in every now and then. I hope you guys enjoyed, stayed safe, got all of the Saturday sweat on, and I will see you on Tuesday for another workout. And again, please like, share, subscribe, follow, all of those things, and Venmo at Strong Style Fit if you wish to donate any funds for these classes. Guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend.